Hey y'all, welcome back to our channel. So today is Thursday, June 26th. Y'all, it's been a minute since I last vlog. Like, no lie, it's been 6 months since I last did an actual family vlog. And y'all, it was not my intention to go that long. Time is just be moving, but a lot been going on, lately. I just wanted to come on here real quick and give y'all pretty much a life update of, what's been going on and pretty much the news that I wanted to, share with y'all and all this. So it's been a while. So basically the news is we're moving again. Like, we have to move, and we've been here 3 years. This is a rental unit that we're in. Next month would have been three years. So I'm just gonna round it up and say we've been here 3 years. My lease is up July the 7th or 8th, somewhere in there. I think July the 9th. So backtrack to April. I got a message from the rental company, basically them stating that the owners decided to not renew our lease because they're gonna sell the house. Sadly, unfortunately, um, the owners decided to sell the unit that we are currently, renting. So they did give me the option, to buy, and I would have been like the first to be able to purchase the house before it go on the market. And really, they're not going to put it on the market until we move out. So at the time, I wasn't like in a position financially to, buy a home. So that option kind of like, wasn't gonna work. So since I wasn't in a position to buy a home, I decided to go ahead and just find us another, rental house or whatever. So I was, debating on either a rental house or either an apartment, in which an apartment was going to be like my last option. So I just rather have a house versus, an apartment. Even though apartment has all the amenities and whatnot that I like, I just think it would have been better, to get a house. So we did end up finding, a house, and that's what pretty much we've been doing for the last month and a half, maybe. I don't even know when we started, seriously looking at rental houses, but we ended up, finding another rental house. So I should be getting the keys today. I do have to pay the first month rent um, before I can get the keys, and then we'll be able to like start moving our stuff in. So we literally have like 1 week left, to move out. They're giving us to July the 3rd, you know, to move out. So that's pretty much, the life update I wanted to give y'all. So my son is going to be a senior this year, and unfortunately he's not going to be able to finish up his senior year at the school that he's currently enrolled, because the house that we are moving to is in a different town. So I mean, we did look for homes that was in this area too, but we just didn't find nothing that we really wanted, so we had to kind of like look in other areas. And then I'm looking at the price and just everything. It was just so much like involved in like making the decision on a house. So we ended up getting a house in a total different, area. But we are familiar with the area, so it's not like we never lived in the town that we're moving to. We lived there before we moved where we at now. So the area is very familiar, but it's just messed up that he's not going to be able to finish his senior year, at the school that he's, enrolled in right now. So, but that's life, and you know, it is, what it is. So, but he's working part-time, and my daughter, she's working, full-time. So I didn't get a chance to do a furnished house tour. I wanted to do that before we end up moving out. There are some areas in the house that I didn't get to, decorate like I wanted to. So I'll, just do that for the new house. So I do want to give y'all a furnished, house tour and let y'all see how I pretty much had the place decorated, because y'all pretty much seen the empty house tour, and that was like 3 years ago. So hopefully I can be able to get the furnished house tour video up. Well, not up, but at least get it filmed, so I can have that, video to look back on or whatever. So, but it's kind of bittersweet that, we're moving, and I wasn't ready, to move just yet. My plan was to wait until my son graduated, at the school that he's in now, since he's, a senior. That was the plan for me, to wait until he graduated and then get us a house that we can buy. So now we was kind of like forced to move early, and now we are back in another rental house. And then I do plan on like buying a house like after this. Like at this point in my life, I'm just ready to, get my credit situated so I can be able to, buy a house. So yeah, that's pretty much the update, and we're about to get ready to head out so I can go ahead and get these keys and make copies of them or whatever I need to do, and go ahead and get that part, out the way. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know what else I'm gonna add to this vlog, but I'll just pause the vlog until I figure out what else I'm gonna add, you know, with it. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it for now. I'm about to get off here and go ahead and take care of what I need to do, and I'll chat back with y'all in a little bit. Hey y'all, I'm back. So it's been a long day, y'all. I didn't even vlog while I was out because I was pretty much just on the move, on the go. It was just a whole lot that was going on, and I was getting frustrated, but I was able to get everything, submitted. They made me go back through the re-verification process, as far as like trying to see, as far as like the utilities and everything, trying to see if I had everything set up in my name. And I had already submitted this like days ago. So for me to have to resubmit it, it was like really irritating. So I didn't get the lockbox code until after I got back home, because after I submitted all the information, paid all of my fees, I was waiting on them to like send the confirmation email and let me know that they got everything. Of course, I was getting the confirmation emails, but after that, I was waiting on them to send me, the lockbox code. So I didn't get the lockbox code, and I wasn't about to just sit and wait around, waiting on them to send it to my email, not knowing if they was gonna send it or when they was gonna send it. So I ended up leaving, the area, and one of the representative from the office had ended up calling me, and this was like after their office had closed. So I didn't think I was gonna hear back from them until like tomorrow. So she ended up calling me, and she kind of like verified, everything on her end, and she ended up giving me the lockbox code, which was only like 3 letters. So, but I won't be able to get my keys until tomorrow. So once I get the keys, I'm gonna do like another inspection, because there's some things that they supposed to been taking care of, before I move in. So I just want to make sure all that is taken care of, and if not, then I can contact like the property manager and see, what's going on. But I hadn't been over there since the last viewing, which was like a little over a week ago. So, but yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll go by there tomorrow, since I'm off. I'm off this weekend, so I'll be able to, you know, do the inspection and do the empty house tour. So, but yeah, these next few weeks, and well, not few weeks. So these next few days, we're gonna be pretty much busy packing, unpacking, and you know all that stuff. So yeah, I'm not mentally ready for all that, but you know it got to be done. So yeah, that's pretty much all I did. Today I just wanted to go ahead and end the vlog because I'm getting ready to go to work in a few hours, and I'm about to lay down and take me a nap because it's been one of those days. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm about to go ahead end the vlog. If y'all are interested in seeing us move from this house to our next house, make sure y'all like, comment, don't forget to subscribe, and all that. So but yeah, that's it for now. I thank y'all for watching, and I'll be chatting with y'all in the next one.